here for another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. I'm thinking about changing the name. I'm thinking about changing the name to my channel to just Rally. Something like that. But anyway, that's a different school of thought. The whole idea of saying hi everybody, welcome to Fish Keeping Jamaica. On my past posts, that kind of would sound a little weird after being on it for a while. So I think I just stick with Fish Keeping Jamaica, right? Alright, cool. Okay, so today's video, I talk about the installing of a new aquarium at a friend's house. I show you the steps as to what I did. But let's backtrack a little bit, right? A few days ago, I highlighted in a video the testing of an aquarium, right? I have built several aquariums, and I've shared that with you as to what I have done so as to build these aquariums, right? So therefore, in building this particular aquarium, I did not actually film or record the steps that were taken, right? I just share with you the importance of testing your aquarium for leakage before it is actually installed, right? So I did that in previous posts, and today's video is practically delivering the aquarium and going in the different steps so as to ensure that the aquarium is up and running and my client, which is my friend, yes, feeling really awesome, right? Okay, so this is the aquarium. Now he actually asked me to build a stand, and in another video before I shared with you the costing of everything, right? And this was practically the aquarium I'm talking about. Okay, so I built the aquarium. He got somebody to build the stand and the cover, and I will actually be speaking, and you will see the video actually rolling by, and where notes need to be said, you will see the little notes at the base of the aquarium. Meanwhile, I'll just be talking, right? So probably it's a possibility that I might be talking behind the video going forward, or I might be talking ahead of the video going forward, right? I'm just trying to be practical. I'm just trying to be, giving least distraction as possible. Yes, editing is good, but sometimes when you do too much editing, what you call over editing, you tend to lose the audience with all these distractions. Trying to keep it as simple as possible. Alright, so let's go. So the aquarium is about 30 gallon, right? It measures 30 inch by 15 inch by I think it's 18 inches. Right? I think when you actually calculate the volume of water that it can hold, I think it's near 30 gallons, right? And remember, you have US gallon and you have European gallons. Okay, so that's the aquarium. The stand is built with a little lip at the edge, so as to kind of hold the aquarium in a nice little position. Okay, so when I went to the yard to actually install the aquarium, right, I saw some sand, some sieve sand. In Jamaica, you use sieve sand so as to do rendering on your wall, right? So I saw some sieve sand in a bag, and I advised him that, hey, that you can use. By the way, I asked him what kind of fish he wants to actually place in the aquarium. That's the number one thing, right? And he said that he wants goldfish. So okay, so I said, okay, since it's goldfish, I do not want you to put any gravel in there on the as a substrate, because goldfish tend to take up the gravel and sometimes it's sucking them out and they might end up dying. No, so I advised him, let's use the sand. So I took the sand, I placed it into a container, I washed off the silt as best as possible, and I placed it into the aquarium. It sat there for about a week looking musty and all of that, right? And after about a week, I went back to the house. I took out the little brambles and all that with a mesh, and we started to work on actually putting the aquarium together. Of course, the two first fish that were actually placed in this aquarium were from me, right, as a gift. Never charge him. All right, so the water measures 30 gallon. The filtration system, it's for 30 gallon, and the steps taken so as to ensure that the aquarium is filtered is actually neat to my standard, and it's very simple, right? The points to note that you should always place your air pump at the top of the aquarium or higher above the water, should in case there's a power outage and you end up with back siphoning, where the water actually travels up through the air tube, up through the tube that pumps the air into the aquarium, and it actually goes into the pump, which eventually leads outside, damages the pump, of course, and you might end up lose a lot of water from the aquarium before you actually identify the issue. Okay, so I place the air pump at the top of the aquarium, right, on the cover. Notice that there is no light. He says that he didn't want any light on the aquarium cover because in Jamaica light bill rough, right? So him say, yo, the veranda have a light already, so therefore I don't need no more light, right? So no light was actually made on this cover, and I kind of agree with him, right? If light was on it, chances are probably I wouldn't be able to actually, how it would be designed, I wouldn't probably fill the aquarium up so high, right? Okay, so the water remained a little bit dusty and misty for a bit, right? And you probably couldn't see anything at all, right? So it was left there for a week. After a week, I returned. I did the installation of the filtration system, and he got backing, people. Now the backing, he had an option as to the backing had two different pictures, all right, or should I say scenery, right? So he chose one of the two, but how it was done is that it was not glued on or silicone on. I used two-side tape. So in the future, should he decide that he wanted to change the backing, to the other side, flip side, installing, he could have done that by just removing the two-side tape, replacing the two-side tape, and putting the two-side tape on the other side. So therefore, it will really look awesome. Another thing to note is that in installing your aquarium, it should be near an electrical outlet. I do not like to see, and I do not think it's safe for persons to actually have their aquarium one side of the house and they have extension cords running from the outlet, from over the other side of the house, so as to facilitate the filtration system. Okay, so that was done. He says that he has no intention of placing plants in it, but he will see what happens, right? Okay, so I got the fish from my pond system. I got 2 goldfish. The 2 goldfish in value is about 800 Jamaican dollars, right? I gave them free, right? So I took them out. I ensured that they were nicely packaged with enough air. At first it looked as if it had too much water, so I had to take out some, right? It had too much water, I had to take out some. So after doing that, it was packaged and everything was good. Now, when I actually arrived at the place, when I actually arrived at my friend's house, I had to actually acclimatize the fish. I acclimatize the fish by actually placing the fish on the top of the water to sit for roughly about half an hour. I tested in between the temperature of the water and the temperature of the water in the bag. And after doing that, what I did, I actually removed the fish from the bag using my hand. The net was too big, right? After doing that, I placed them into the aquarium, right? I did not place the water that the fish actually, the new fish actually came with, right, into the aquarium. I used it and, you know, watered his plants on his veranda. As you can see, he has a lot of plants, right? I told him that he could use some of the potos, you know, place some of the potos on the top of the water, and he was excited about that idea also. Alright, so the filtration system there, the sand is a substrate, you know, from the rendering process, you know, building house and wall. You have some sand leave over, wash them off and wash it off and actually place it in the aquarium. Filtration system there, water, okay. What I did, I told him to get a 5-gallon bucket, put some water in it, and like once a week, more than likely on Sundays, he would actually you know, do some little water change. He doesn't have to do a deep water change, like take out everything and wash everything every single week. He can do that like once every 6 months, because it's not a lot of fish, right? The thing is that I got the new fish, I got the new aquarium, everything was there, and I never remember to carry any feed in the system. I informed him, I shared with him that the fish is practically stressed at the moment, so therefore the fish should not be fed for the first 24 hours. So today being, you know, a different day, he more than likely would have actually fed the fish, right? But he said that he never have any feed, so I told him that he could just crumble up a little bit of oats, you know, oats, right, and just tip it in the water, and they should be good until Monday, right? So I left the premises of my friend smiling, because it was a good work. I think it looks really awesome. There is no light in the aquarium, thus you might find it a little bit difficult to really see the beauty as it is with the light, right? But you know, neither here or there, the beauty is there during the day. And I actually did this in the night, guys. It was about minutes after 10, right? So it's a little bit dark. However, the whole completion of the task was really interesting, really nice, and I felt satisfied. So this is another, you know, ramble by Fish Keeping Jamaica. Really, do have a wonderful day. I hope that this video was of, you know, interest to you. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions, you can hit me up below in the comment section. Please keep it respectfully. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and remember to hit that bell or notification. I am a Jamaican. I live in Jamaica. I give Jamaican experience. No bullying around. Peace.